December 7, 1941, Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, sending the United States into World War II. The very next day, U.S. Army troops took over half of Walt Disney's Burbank, California studio for their own use. But space was not all that Disney would provide the troops. Artists, animators, and Walt Disney himself pitched in, enlisting beloved Disney characters like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck in the war effort. Beginning the 1940s, Disney churned out military films and educational shorts, which were bought by the U.S. government. Military symbols and badges were also produced for over 1,000 different units in the U.S. Armed Forces for free. All of Disney's characters were employed in the name of patriotism, and by 1943, newspapers reported that over 90% of the studio's work was for government agencies. In 1943, the New York Times singled out Donald Duck as the sole ambassador or salesman of the American way for his representation of the United States, both at home and abroad. By the end of the war, however, the title Salesman of the American Way may as well have belonged to Walt Disney himself. The use of Disney's characters in his war-related work helped to strengthen the perception of the Disney brand as a symbol of the United States and its values. Company artists created images of Disney characters for unit patches, eventually providing custom images to almost 1,300 units in the U.S. Armed Forces. Requests were so numerous that the studio had set up an entire 5-person unit devoted to creating these symbols and badges to even come close to meeting the high demand for them. New characters were created based off of armed force units, including Fifinella. Fifinella was commonly worn as a patch by women pilot trainees in what became the WASP, Women Air Force Service Pilots. According to British Royal Air Force pilot lore, Fifinella was one of the many winged gremlins that played havoc with their airplanes. Disney partnered with several other government programs to educate citizens and encourage them to do their part for the war effort. Disney characters appeared on posters, in books, and even on war bonds to boost their appeal to children. Examples from the museum's collection include a series of posters made for the Food and Nutrition Committee of the California War Council, as well as a book with movable characters created at the suggestion of the U.S. Treasury Department. At the beginning of World War II, Disney's most famous product was animation, which logically was put into patriotic use in educational shorts and training films, and it even played a role in international diplomacy.